The Dread Company National Radio and said Niketa Miller drove more fear into regional batsmen than Michael Woolley. Eh? Why you say move along?
I like say it just buck up in the pink, but it at work.
You know what? You know where pink?
The last month.
This is not pink. This is lavender.
No,
lavender
yeah, big like a pink.
Black, I'm black and red this.
Black and pink, baby.
No man, you colorblind.
No, remember I say males sign shows that men.
But man, wear pink.
No man, beautiful. Hey, you see how they say that the pink run? You see how they say the pink run? The cancer run there. I see the black picture. It was I'm going to show you the picture. Yeah. It was a beautiful sea of pink.
Sea of pink.
And then now you come in here and I sure that you never know that.
Pink,
no, I'm glad this nice bad man is wearing pink to celebrate the last day in the month of October. It is pink month.
People may have on a black shirt with a little chin.
It's pink. How are you?
Xavier, what color this Papa? What is?
Xavier, tell him. Xavier not be afraid to talk. Xavier say pink and I laugh. Me not understand. Tell him I say, big up. Well, what a weekend.
Yeah, too much things up.
Jesus.
I can't deal with it.
I left you because me ready.
I can't deal with it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Energy. Okay, it's a Monday morning jump-packed weekend of sports. Not just sports. Sports and more, but make we go sports, huh? Yeah? Make we go sports. Make we stay at the cylinder for start the week. When the week warm up and we go down on a Tuesday, Thursday, so we can venture off into our deliberate tangent. Yeah? With tangents, every now and then we just jump off on a tangent, you know. You understand me? Yeah, the unorthodox nature of the sports explosion, the unpredictability of the sports explosion. Alright, where do we go from here? I'm going to start it now. The tussle for the semi-final spots in, of course, the World T20. Yeah, the tussle continues. Australia won this morning. They beat, who is it? Ireland. I was watching the game this morning. India lost to South Africa. That was an entertaining one. Low scoring, but nonetheless entertaining. South Africa, I think South Africa restricted India to like 130 something. You know, they started a little bit shakily, but then no, a partnership in the middle between David Miller and who was the other one? Mark Crum, I think. And then they breeze off the thing easy. So, as it is now, Australia is still in a precarious position, you know, because here I'm to Australia now. Australia's net run rate is still below that of England. And I was discussing it a while before I came on here. Australia can still not advance. New Zealand is in pole position to advance, but New Zealand play England tomorrow. Now, if England beats New Zealand, that puts some more pressure on Australia. And people are going to hide my bias, you know. Meanwhile, Australia get knocked out of the tournament from now. Because Obi, anyway, we let them through and win, them and go win this again, you know. Yes. But it's interesting, of course, over the other side. I think India, as long as they win out, they should be safe. And of course, South Africa in pole position for qualify as well. So we're looking for the 4 teams, you know, the top 2 from each group. But because of the rain issues affecting quite a few games, you understand now, it's a little bit more complicated, and obviously net run rate will have a big part to play in which teams advance to the next round. Alright, some more cricket issues. West Indies squad to Australia announced. This is a 2-test series, alright? Let me just run through the squad. Craig Brathwaite captain, Jermaine Blackwood vice captain, Nkrumah Bonner, Shamar Brooks, Tajnareen Shandapal, Ruston Chase, Joshua De Silva, Jason Holder, Alzari Joseph, Kyle Mayers, Anderson Phillip. I'm not going to call that name, you know. I just skip that name. Kemar Roach, Jaden Seals, Devon Thomas. And the name I never call is the worst selection in the history of West Indies cricket. I'm not going to call that name. I don't feel that name deserves a call when you run down a West Indies squad, even if it's tonight. They left out Jimbo Cornwall, of course, there's no sheer hope, obviously. They left out Jimbo. I understand, say the Leeward Islanders, the cricket people in Leeward Islands planning, they're discussing a possible protest for the non-selection of Cornwall, because my understanding is that, you know, when they're selecting these teams to go on tour, the selectors get in touch with the players and inquire about their availability. Understand that a call was made to Cornwall, inquiring if he was available. And he answered in the affirmative. Yes, I'm available. And then the squad comes out. No, Rakeem Cornwall. So I don't know if them do the beep. What them call the test again? What be beep test? The test, the fitness test. They did the fitness test. I'm just assuming they did the test. And Cornwall, we don't know. But apparently the Leeward Island people are not happy about it. And of course, Jimbo never did the West Indies more than the selectors and the favors because him grabbed 4 wickets over the weekend. I mean, him lie and him defend and them like the dread runner, my dread rival runner, my green, I go come with all lyrics blazing this morning. He say, hey, Jimbo, the greatest spinner since sliced bread. Eh? I think it's more of an, you see this Jimbo thing? I think it's more of an advocacy for obesity than anything else. Like an advocacy for the no, let me put it this way. It's an advocacy to desist from discriminating against people who are fat. We don't think of cricket. Because no one in the right sense couldn't have a tear down fence and a block road for Jimbo Cornwall. But when people take wicket, when spin bowlers take wicket in the Caribbean, it don't work, not, you know. And speaking of which, it's long time we don't nudge the dread in I'm short ribs, you know. You know, some of you listen to the dread program Friday evening and hear the dread come on the radio. But I tell you, so that man is becoming more and more irrelevant in the business, you know. I hear the dread come on the radio, OB, and said Niketa Miller was a more feared bowler in West Indies than Michael Holding, you know. The big dread, you know, the big dread. No one of them dropping from every commentary panel possible. He's currently go 6-a-side cricket man, you know. The dread come on the national radio and said Niketa Miller drove more fear into regional batsmen than Michael Holding. Eh? Why you say move along? Madman, certified madman. All because of him look at Google Analytics. When Niketa Miller take 500 wickets at speed. Obviously, the people who batting in a regional cricket now can't bat. It's not Niketa Miller who won't take a bag of wickets. Versami Permal, Odin, everybody who turn over them hands. So see Rakeem Cornwall, if him play next 4 years, he's going to take 500 wickets. A big bowler them there. A joke thing, boss. Michael Holding play must 25 games in a regional cricket, you know. Michael Holding never needed to impress in regional cricket. You know. Michael Holding make West Indies team out of obscurity, you know. Clive Light pick Michael Holding and put him in the West Indies team for him potential. So Michael Holding never needed to come and bowl him heart out and bend him back in a regional cricket. You know, let me tell you something. Let me just sum up this analysis here. You see this Niketa Miller Michael Holding thing? What it shows is just how much statistics are overrated. Because there is no level of cricket to be played anywhere around the globe. Or if you can go up at Jupiter and Mars, where you're going to pick Niketa Miller in any cricket team over Michael Holding. None at all. But look at them statistics and look at the disparity. All this is demonstrating, for the people who are bright enough to understand, is how overrated statistics can be. Niketa Miller is not in the same conversation, not in the same paragraph, not in the same lecture room in a Michael Holding as a bowler. But when you put on them regional statistics, if your kid never seen Michael Holding or never seen Niketa Miller bowl, this man going to say this man is by far a better bowler. Is he? All this demonstrates, people, which is the danger of Google Analytics. Is the danger of Google Analytics. By the way, the name that I refuse to mention is Raymond Reefer. Everybody should know by now how much me rate Raymond Reefer. He maintains his place in the test team. I suppose the people I'm going to tell us they never really get a fair chance when he got selected first, so they never play. And of course, Shanda Paul's son, Taj Narain Shanda Paul, makes his debut. Well, if I was to nitpick, you know, but I don't prefer to say Shea Up, not this team, not Raymond Reefer. Because Raymond Reefer made this team as a batsman. You made this team as an all-rounder. He made this team as a batsman. That just me. Yes, I said to you. I don't prefer to see anybody Pick up youth out of regional cricket. Carry somebody else come. But not Raymond Reefer. You know me feel about Raymond Reefer? Me feel Raymond Reefer build a house at Barbados or something like that. And the house half finished. And me feel like they selected them. People, them know him plight personally and them just want him eat a little food for don't build up his house. So me feel like that selection. Is that a cricket? But we leave the cricket alone. The Lakers are on the board. The Lakers beat the Denver Nuggets last night. I was watching the game. And guess what? Inspired by a gutsy and wily performance by guess who? Russell Westbrook, man. Them numbers. We don't pick up the numbers, but I was watching the game. And Westbrook played one of his better games I've seen him play for the Lakers. You know, he even hit a 3-pointer. But he played with pace and passion, and he basically led the Lakers, the blowout. Well, it's not a blowout, but it was a close game, ding-dong battle up to the end. And Westbrook made some big plays. LeBron came on and made some big plays. AD as well, but it was the Westbrook X factor that led them to that victory over Denver with the back-to-back MVP, Jokic. So Lakers on the board. And all of a sudden, when them on the board, you wonder how much more games them can win. But we shall see what we shall see. Morning Cup and the Costa Cup step up into higher gear as well. KC, after drawing their first game, what that? 0-1 or 1-1? 9? No, sir. That's a score of intent. Yeah. What else again? EPL. No, before we reach on EPL. Jamaica Premier League as well. I watched the game yesterday between Tivoli and Chapelton Maroons. Chapelton Maroons going to struggle this year. They're going to struggle. They have some quality players, but they don't look like them have the kind of intensity to me. They have some touch players, Lenny kind of players, them. Touch players, but it look like the physicality and the intensity of the league. Them going to have to go step up that area of them game to compete and not just be beating stick for everybody. Tivoli won 3-0. Comfortably 3-0. Some other games. Montego Bay United beat Firehouse 1-0. Interesting game. I think last week, which other game we mentioned again? Humble Lion and Mullines. Ding dong 3-2. I think that one ended. Some brilliant goals in that game. Brilliant goals. I saw the highlight of the goals. I never watched the game, but I saw the highlight of the goals. Some brilliant strikes in that Mullines Humble Lion game. Mullines ended 3-2 winners. Which other one we miss out again? Falkland lost to. Is who beat Falkland? Dumberwolden beat Falkland. Yeah. Tonight, no. I think last week I announced that the doubleheader would be in Arnett Gardens. It's not. It's up at the Stadium East. Portmore Arnett and Stush in the Bush. Mount Pleasant play. Is who Mount Pleasant play again? Mount Pleasant and Arnett versus Portmore. Mount Pleasant versus Bang Bang Bang. Yes, what me I try to do this from memory. I don't remember who Mount Pleasant play. Mount Pleasant play Bang Bang Bang. Who Via United beat? Via United beat somebody too, Via United beat somebody too. Anyway, EPL. Gunners. Big up Gunners. Obi, looking at that thing there, you see a thing named Arsenal Analysis. I should have told him before I came on here. See, Arsenal Analysis. But Arsenal beat Nottingham Forest by 5-0. Emphatic. I watched the game. Thomas Partey was brilliant in the middle of the park. Really looking like a real midfield general. Yeah? And I suppose the Arsenal faithful will continue to say, for those who don't believe we are title contenders, continue not believing. Because they're doing what they have to do, and I tell them from early on in the piece. I was pouring skepticism on Arsenal chances, You found it, Wobby? I was pouring skepticism on it, but on their chances. But if they continue to beat the smaller teams, that's all I'm have to do, Continue to beat the teams. Because they beat some teams that are so-called bigger teams already, They beat Liverpool and they beat Spurs, So if they continue to beat up these teams like Nottingham Forest, then why Arsenal can't win the league? Understand? City has shown the propensity to slip, And City will be trying to win this Champions League. So the latter stages of the season, City will be probably a little bit distracted. I don't know that Arsenal will be trying to win the Europa League. You see it? So if Arsenal will think they don't call Liverpool, they're not afraid. Liverpool get my teeth kicked out over the weekend. Leeds, the two worst teams in the league beat Liverpool. Will be. No, sir. Look here, people. Jurgen Klopp, up to last season, was the best coach in the world over the past 5 years. Nobody can change the fact. But he don't know what going on now. Him out of sorts now, and the team out of sorts now, and he don't look like he be able to fix it. That can't change the fact, of his record over the last 5 years, though, 3 Champions League final. Two league titles we lost to Manchester City by 1 point, and we win 1 league title. And we win everything else round there for win. Everything else in our football for win. Jurgen Klopp win it with Liverpool over the past 5 years. Eh? And as we said, the 3 big Champions League final, 1 big Champions League victory, 1 big league victory, lose a couple of league titles by 1 point. Win the look of full, some of them full ball and in a Liverpool squad. You think they're going to stop say so? All of the disingenuous people who that talk about Liverpool squad comparable to Manchester City squad. Eh? You don't see them now? Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones and what his name? Carvalho. Them are the comparable to Mahrez and where's up? Stop it, people. I understand the Pep Guardiola fanatics, when people like me dare to point out, so watch here. What Jurgen Klopp did run a Liverpool over the past 5 years, with the squad we beat with, Take out Alisson and Van Dijk, who are 2 world-class players. The rest of them are some journeyman player. So what Jurgen Klopp managed to do over the past 5 years with that Liverpool team is a bigger coaching achievement than anything with Pep Guardiola do with this Manchester City team. We're going to learn football. Anyway, Arsenal, I think they know. Gunners, big up all Gunners. We have some analysis on Arsenal as potential champions. Let's see.
But it's the willingness to get in, and this is what we're seeing from Arsenal now. They've got so much confidence, set from that man there. And yeah, if these keep it up, we'll give Man City a challenge right through to the end.
When you look at them, Mikael, as a fellow pro, do they just look like a group of players now where everybody knows their role?
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the things where you see them, you look at them, their structure, how they play, and everyone knows what everyone is. You can see with a couple of the passes that players are not even looking. They're just playing the ball, expecting someone to be there. This Arsenal team reminds me of the old Arsenal, the unbeatables. This is what you're seeing now, and how they're playing and the free football. And that's one thing I've got to say well done to Arsenal for, and the owners and stuff, that they stuck with Arteta and now they're reaping the rewards.
All right, so Gunners continue to represent for the rest of the league. It's the rest of the league against City. The rest of the league against City and them Wagonist fans. Because everybody was Manchester City supporter are Wagonist. Every single jack one of them in Jamaica are Wagonist. No. Original Man City supporter. Be a Wagonist. Uno be. If City start lose next week, and start support the team and start with. So I don't rate you. I don't rate you all, man. Corey Burke and Andre Blake and the Philadelphia Union will play in the MLS Cup final. They play against, I think, LAFC. I was watching the LA game yesterday. They beat a team and qualify. And it will be Blake and Burke and the Philadelphia Union in the MLS Cup final. So look out for that. All right. What else we missed? Did I miss anything else? People? Oh, Veer lost 3-0 to Cavalier. That game I was mentioning about. Veer lost 3-0 to Cavalier. Down at Veer. So Veer never beat nobody. They got beat up. It was what happened to me. I saw Dookie doing the interview, a winning interview, but not remembering that Dookie is actually the coach of Montego Bay United, who beat Waterhouse yesterday. So, and that's the mix-up cup. All right, people. All right. Let's break now, Obi. Let's break now. Let's break, and then we interact with the callers and the texters and the posters. 920-2053, 920-6441. And look, people, it's a weekend of sport. I was watching the NFL game last night too, the one with Josh Allen. I was looking at the quarterback, Buffalo. I was watching Josh Allen. Yeah, I hear him being talked about, and I start to take a look at him myself. But I was kind of distracted between the NFL game and the NBA game. Between the NFL and the NBA was clashing. So we don't go between. They beat Rogers' team, but we don't know. We have to watch him again. We go for a break. By the way, Chelsea fans, welcome to the dentist chair. No teeth. Chelsea get 4 from Grandpa to whole team Brighton. We go for a break and come back. Sports Exposure. We go for a break. Yeah, man. You know some that draw out some of the Pep fanatics around Facebook. Jimmy White, I see you jump out. Jimmy White, you're one of the men we are trying to change the facts, you know, over the past 5 years. When we come here and make me pronounce about Pep, but not Pep Guardiola, about Jurgen Klopp being the best coach in a football in that period there. Eh? We can't take with that. Not because him drop off a shape now and look like a bug coach now, my team look like a bug team now. Can't change the fact, Jimmy White. You're nothing but a Pep bootlicker and a city walk on this Jimmy White. You can't talk to me about football. See, you're only a coach about shame and kill me. Eh? But you know about team, you say you can't tell me about shame. Eh? Klopp was better than Pep over the past 5 years. Klopp was a better coach than Pep over the past 5 years. Hug up that, Jimmy White. Take your licks. Oh yeah, somebody remind me that is Harborview playing Mount Pleasant in the early game at the Stadium East this evening. I think 5 o'clock. And then the 7:30 game now is the Arnett versus Portmore United. What else did I need to add? Yeah? Did I need to add anything else? No. Alright, let's go for the 920-2053, 920-644. I never know what to talk so long, you know, people. And 878-0120, that's a WhatsApp family. That's for the WhatsApp family run at the Explosial Segment. Let's go to the phone. Mount Salem. Good morning, Mount Salem.
Yeah, man, straight out of the block.
Straight out of the blocks, early.
Yeah, man,
like Shelly.
I know a lot of us in morning, this morning. So,
Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we side drop off.
Yeah,
the cycle has come to an end, my boy.
Yes, the sooner we accept it, the better for us.
Yeah, man, we don't have to. Let me not tell you a long time, so we out of contention. Accept some out of contention.
Before I go there, though, you know, the Walter men trying to get you on the phone, but can't get you, so they give me a message to tell you that. But I agree with you, and I disagree with them, because me and them have an argument about this. The music that you and Pioneer was talking about in the past couple weeks or whatever. Tracey, look at this. If you're gonna talk about music influence people, I think movies influence people more, because look at this now.
I know you're nobody making no noise over movies.
Tracey, when you watch a movie, you know, Tracey, it gives you details of how to carry out your
and the visuals are there.
The visual are
make more of an impression on your mind than any kind of music, my boss. The visual,
exactly.
The graphic visuals are there.
The movie start by showing you how to go about getting those things that you want to get done.
Sir. Yes, sir.
A man singing a song.
Yes.
Yeah, in the moment you might feel a vibe. Yes. I'm not gonna.
I am with you. I think watching something visually, my boss, has more of an impression on your mind than listening something.
Exactly.
Especially something like graphic violence. When you see graphic violence being perpetuated, I think if you have that kind of intention, the seeing it, I think will influence you more.
It's actually teaching you details.
Yeah.
Of who you can
showing
get.
you, giving you methodologies and all of them something. Yeah.
Right. And,
brilliant point, my boy.
A lot of the kids then. That's why you see them. A lot of the kids then watch Paw Patrol and jump up. I have a little son about 6-year-old. Yeah. And he watched Paw Patrol when he was a little bit younger than 6.
Yeah.
I had to let him stop watching the Paw Patrol because he was to do the same thing when he watched it. Right. So the movies, I said, it gives more details and
it's intellectual laziness that I use for
the people that are
lazy intellectual laziness, my boss.
Right, and then
I got a call this morning from an inspector of police. This man was in the field for years, and he said, "Maverick, them man that we are telling about and music make you out the crime. Them living in some sky somewhere, my boss. Them not living in the world. Yeah, man.
Exactly.
This is an inspector of police who in the field for years. Yeah.
If we're gonna fix, if we think music is part of the problem, and we're gonna fix music, I think we have a bigger problem than we
exactly.
realize.
I think we have a bigger problem than we realize because of where our priorities are in the world.
By the time we fix all these social issues that we have,
yes, sir.
It is the social issues
that are driving. Those are the things that are driving crime, my boss.
And part of the reason, as you said, those things that we use to do the crime don't make here.
Them don't make here.
Right.
So our music, when them do them travel upon the musical notes come here. Them something where them are used perpetuate the crime. You know, so the man must suffer from intellectual deficiency.
So people talk about first time this never used to happen. Never used to happen. But the amount of that kind of thing again.
We are coming on the place now. Exactly, my boss.
Right.
But when they're ready, them complain about you and make nice about it. But you know, say you're brighter than enough of them. We run up them more about or something. Big up yourself. IQ. One. Last point.
Yeah, man. One last thing. Our team, Tracey, Liverpool.
Yeah.
Right? At this stage of the season, what do you think? We should prioritize the Champions League?
But obviously. Obviously.
So, don't you think we can still make the top four? Obviously, I don't think we're going to win the league.
No, we can't win the league again. Top four is still realistic, man. We're not too far off the pace. And a whole lot more games play.
Yeah, plus we have a game in hand.
A whole lot more games left to play.
Chelsea.
But we can't contest for the title again. But we can try get not top four. And of course,
if we can't win it, I would love Arsenal or Tottenham win it.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think Tottenham is going to win it. But Tracey, are you not watching Pep new team? You're not watching what they are doing? Pep new team and the one that Pep is going to go to. Newcastle.
Yes, man. Yeah, man, they are prepared for Pep when he finish on a Man City, man. All the money in the world. I want to tell you, this new team, Pep new team, have more money than the current team where my coach, you know.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying they are making noises. I don't know if you realize.
No, they are going good, man. Eddie Howe is doing a brilliant job around here, my boss. That is what I call brilliant coaching job. Look at the players where Eddie Howe have around there. A contest for a Champions League spot. Look at them player there. Amaran and Joe Linton and them man there, and Chris Woods and them man there. It's them man their coach. It's them man their coach, my boss. You remind me of Jurgen Klopp.
But to be honest with you, Tracey, people talk about money that Newcastle spend. But if you look at the players,
who them buy?
They are not so named players.
No, big players Newcastle buy. And look at the numbers, and it's not a huge numbers of players them carrying either, my boss.
But if you really look at it though, Tracey, in comparison to what others spend, I think Eddie always doing the best job in the Premier League.
I think the man is the coach of the season. I think this man is an early candidate for the coach of the season, brother.
Yes, Mr. Tracey, that's what I mean. Because
early candidate.
While Arsenal is leading the league, you would not say the players that Arsenal has is compared to the players that Eddie has.
Well, Arteta could be in the conversation too.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying, in comparison to the squad, remember you always talk about. I
am impressed with Eddie Howe. With what Eddie Howe is doing right now. Much more impressed. Right now, Eddie Howe is a better coach than Jurgen Klopp.
You will be more impressed with when Pep go there and change up that squad.
Yeah.
All right, have a good day.
Big up yourself. Big up the man, brother Waltham too. But Mount Salem right about that something. On the wrong. Boom, bang. Who we got now? 920-2053. 920-6441. Danny Jed representing.
Morning.
Good morning, man.
To the world. Is this musically speaking?
No, man, it's Sports Explosion, man.
Sports Explosion.
Without restrictions, though. Yeah, man.
All right.
Yes.
Now go by music. Please.
Yes, man. Me know you want to go on there.
2 weeks me I listen and me not go.
Yeah,
me not much to say. Yeah. Me just want to ask you 2 questions.
Okay.
Why you agree with the Broadcasting Commission?
Because you have to set some standards for free-to-air television and family.
What standards for what?
You have to set standards. You can't be promoting illegality on the public ear. You can't promoting illegal activities like scamming and murder and them something. You can't do them something upon it.
Why you can't do?
No, man, because of minors listening to the radio and watching the TV.
But
you have children.
it's not influenced by the brother.
No, man.
Just like TV.
No, it is illegal that it. You hear the word I use? They are
what's illegal?
Well, against the law that it. The things that when them promote and I mention and I sing about are illegal, my boss.
But it promote on TV there.
No, my boss, it does not. You can't say that.
Oh, you mean them? No, watch gun show.
No.
Me no watch gun show.
No, gun show in and of itself.
Me no watch gun show.
A gun show in and of itself.
I know.
Well, another trade. A gun show in and of itself is not illegal. But when you come and sing,
gun show is not illegal.
No. But when you come and
the things, it's not illegal.
No, but when you listen to that, trade, man. Nobody try that. When you come and endorse illegal things, my boss. That is why the Broadcast Commission is happy to what them do. No, that is one conversation. The next conversation is how much.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
If gun is illegal in a show, or it's illegal in a music.
No, because if you're encouraging the use of the gun in an illegal matter, that you're now endorsing an illegal activity. But
the show promote it in an illegal matter.
No, but we show promote it in an illegal matter.
All I show them.
All I show them when you see it.
No, we're not quarreling. The only thing is that at the end of the show, the bad man.
Yeah, man, that me just going to tell you.
He may dead, but
what if all of them show that the bad man?
We learn out of the show.
No, man.
And then you wear your wrist.
No, man. What you learn that is, what the show teaches is that inevitably, this lifestyle don't pay. So it's a positive message that show the really attention.
No. It teach me for wear my wrist. That it teach me for wear my wrist. So, me not say, oh, you're back Hollywood on the TV.
Me? What you mean?
Oh, you mean then of Hollywood you're back now when I tell you, say, it's dead upon the TV.
No, man, but I am saying to you that the show them where you mention, my boss.
The only thing them do with the show.
The shows, my boss, where you mention.
The bad word, them beep out the bad word.
The show them where you mention, not endorsing illegal activity. None of those shows. No, my boss, you know what endorsing means? You know what endorsement means?
Them rob and them sell coke.
Is it endorsing it?
Watch.
What is the movie endorsing it, Danny Jed? The movie is not endorsing it, my boss.
The movie
is showing that these. The movie is showing that these things. Hold on, man. The movie is showing that these things happen and there are consequences to it. That is not an endorsement of the activity.
If it's illegal in the music, it's illegal in a show.
No, you're not really in favor of discussion. You just come for preach.
No, me just ask a question. We have all of everything. Me hear everybody 2 weeks. No,
but you know, I'm telling you. The difference is that these movies,
illegal.
The movies that come on free to air television, right? They are not endorsing illegal activities, my boss. Any movie will come on and endorse illegal activities, that radio station can get no problem with the Broadcast Commission. That TV or radio station can get no problem.
So in other words then, when you curse Hollywood, there's no need for curse Hollywood then.
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You did I say the show I do it and the show this and the show
no, but the shows
just tell Mount Salem. Yeah, Mount Salem.
Yeah, but the shows are me attack. The shows are me attack.
The show more than the music.
But me I say the shows are me attack.
We show you attack.
Listen to me, boss. Let me talk to you, Danny Jed, man.
Yeah,
the shows are me attack don't come on free to air TV, my boss.
Where them come? We show you know the bad man. We show you know the bad man with his dog.
They come from cable, my boss. They come from cable.
Wait, Scarface never dead.
They come from cable.
Wait, Scarface never dead.
Yeah, man, Scarface.
That's your foolishness.
Scarface are never dead, man.
Scarface.
But you know, say you have some show.
We can learn anything out of Scarface.
But you know, say you have some show where the bad man them not dead, though.
Must Cowboy show. Cause him white and the Indian are go dead. Alright. Me come over.
Yes, sir.
Hear me I say now. Red Devil morning. Red Devil now I try to tell you say Ball they are champion over this whole heap of years.
Yeah.
Where them never did I make nothing.
What you mean? Explain.
How long them not reach second round? 25 going 30.
Long time, eh.
And them I tell you say Ball they are champion.
And that Red Devil say?
So now you animal the discussion Friday.
I don't remember. What say?
Animal say over the years.
Yeah,
I wanna come to the things there. I chew them bright and them are going to leave school early.
Right.
Right. No ball and they champion long time, man. Why Mona doing good in the wait there? Why Mona doing listen now?
We don't remember
why Mona doing good? You not remember. Why Mona doing good in the
Can Craig carry Phoenix ball and them go on there?
No. Because Mona High School and Phoenix have an alliance.
Yeah, man, you know that me just
like the alliance. It's bigger than just carry a ball.
Boss, that is the basic thing, man. The alliance is just a bossy word, man. Craig carry the Phoenix ball and them go around them, man. Same like how Mount Pleasant carry the ball, the Phoenix ball and them go around York Castle. What to you?
Wait now. It's an alliance, Virgil.
All right.
To make football. Wait now. And this is why me have like a confidence now and feel good in a Jamaican football.
You know,
link with the academic and the school.
But you know
so me I go tell you why champion do good. Okay. Them have a program now, and they are affiliated to the Kingston Academy.
I was going to tell you that. That's what I was going to tell you.
That if you tell Red Devil man, send a ball and up a long time.
That's what I was going to tell you.
Everybody may get a one ball and one again.
Nobody think with champion is that champion team is probably going to be the youngest team in the league year after year. Because
whether or not you can't compete.
The champions, no man, you don't expect 16.
Watch some use Craig, me watch Craig use some little boy and compete.
Which little boy?
Against some big man.
Which little boy?
Phoenix little boy.
Craig side them a big. Craig ball of them.
No.
Craig ball of them a big man, brother. Stop it.
Me tell you, say me watch Phoenix to play a major league with some little boy.
We're not talking about major league. We're talking about where we are going to the Money Cup.
Them major league big and Money Cup, no fight time. A big baller. Oh, you mean they're not them graduate and come Premier League? A big baller them. Anyway, but the link between the academy and them have a program going on.
GSC have a link too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they have a coach up there, the assistant coach on
it. Me glad for the link between the academy and the school them.
But how long now this link between academy and school start? Schools used to do better. Schools used to do well before that, you know, my boss.
School?
Yeah, other schools used to do well.
Program.
Right.
Like ESC and GSC.
Right.
So now, we can see more. And it's not about the school. I think about the baller there.
It's not about the school?
No, it's about the baller.
I don't understand you.
I know who win Manning Cup. Me no business with who win Manning Cup.
Okay. No, we understand now.
Oh. Okay. All right. You hear me I say now?
Yeah. You have another point?
Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. You hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something about Mbappe. Watch Mbappe all the while. Mbappe is a better version than Rashford. I saw me see him. He can run and he can kick good. He can beat me. In football, like you will lower Brazil. That's what me really I say.
Football like
he's a better version than Rashford.
Alright, sir.
Mbappe. Watch this now. Him a no bigger baller in a no club over Neymar Messi, you know. Watch the little piece I see.
Nobody never said he was.
Oh?
Who said he was a bigger baller than Messi and Neymar?
Me never said nobody say him was. Him I feel so.
If younger than them,
World Cup, younger than them.
No, World Cup.
Right now,
stop it. World Cup no little, remember.
What's on right now? Them all and him no better than them.
World Cup no little.
Because I think, listen to me now, man.
No, but you say World Cup little, me correct you. World Cup is not a little thing, bro. Stop it. You sound like a Messi fan.
You never say little thing. Listen to me now.
You say a little World Cup. No World Cup no little.
Him have a World Cup.
Yeah, that's better.
But remember, you know. Well, if people win World Cup, but we not talk about them.
No, man, but never, everybody will have
we talk about.
Yeah, because
Mbappe good. But Mbappe is a better version of Rashford. These baller now, Messi and Neymar a certain baller. We are real baller. Them have a thing with them. High football IQ.
What I say? Mbappe IQ no high. No football.
Me say is a better version of Rashford.
Alright.
That means say run good, kick good. Watch out now. Him score 17 goals, you know. Since that season, you know.
Yeah.
Check how much him dash way. At that part that them not checking, brother. The man get watch him match him. I see how much goal the man get and kick way.
All right, Danny J.
You see, if Alan, wait, you know, Alan no miss, not even 1/10, you know.
Alan,
like how that brother I miss, you know.
Alan, yeah, man, where you come attack Mbappe about, no?
Wait now, watch this again. A long time if we bring me now, not me just a talk about football and talk about baller. Watch this. 17-4, 21 goal in him have something with. Neymar, 14 goal, 12 assists, 26. Messi, 12 goal, 13 assists, 25.
So what you doing?
I mean, see, Neymar a hot baller them for the World Cup. That's me I tell you.
Messi on the top baller in the world for the past 15 years, my boss. Or 12, 15 years.
Hold on,
Danny J, let me talk to the. Hold on, my boss, let me talk to the Danny J, man. That's what we are talking about. And that's church today, no. Yesterday morning, you preach, and not this morning, my boss.
No, I'm not preach.
I said to you, that Messi had the generational talent in the game of football.
Yeah.
And Neymar was the man who was supposed to be the successor.
Yeah.
Mbappe are the third in terms of chronological order. Mbappe is a young emerging player.
Man, I come fly past him because football like you. And that me there I try to show you.
All right.
So here when me I show you again now.
All right. Last point, sir. Last point. Obi said next call.
No, I see him thing. Me just a
well, finish up. No.
Yeah. That's what you say. While Messi having big career behind him, and that me I talk about. Me I talk about right now.
Yeah, they're Messi no big baller now.
Listen, no man, now make me just lock up.
They're Messi no big baller now.
Me not talk about no big baller.
What you talking about?
Messi a hot baller right now.
They're Messi no big baller, biggest baller in the world,
no, boss. We not talk about big Messi. We are no man, cause you know.
They're Messi no still a play. Messi no still a play, Danny J.
Wait now.
Messi still a player, man, the biggest baller in the world. You know, make no point, Danny J.
Look what me I show you.
Yeah,
you see more time when Mount Pleasant go buy baller.
Yeah, you know. Tomorrow, Danny J. Tomorrow, my boss. No, tomorrow we have to take another one. No, Danny J, you're long enough, my boss. Next time. Danny J, hang up the phone tomorrow, Danny J. Tomorrow, Danny J. Tomorrow. Give me another call. Danny J, unreasonably, man. Look how long he's on the phone and him still no one come out. I get, morning. I get.
No, United.
Oh, United. Sorry about that, my boss.
Yeah, man. Straight out of the walls of Old Trafford.
Danny J, you want your credit done, my boss?
Danny J, no conscience, man. Danny J, do better than that, my boss. No disrespect to no caller. Respect to the caller.
Look how long the man on and the man no one free up, my boss. Yeah.
The man on before me get through, I'm hold for about 9 minutes.
Georgia.
I thought before me even start call the phone.
All right, your time, Old Trafford.
Yeah, man, all right. Yeah. Man, take on this step.
Yeah,
so, all right. When I want to ask you, man, all things considered, pound for pound, who do you think I better manager overall?
Where?
Pelpa
who? What do Old Trafford?
You're again.
Oh, Pelpa and Clap. Me never really compare them overall in them career. Me just know say Pelpa, me just know say Clap on a streak. I've never taken the time out to evaluate them career over career, no. Because they're two different kind of coach. But because because say Pep coach big team and Clap coach smaller teams generally.
But I know Pep fault that in a man.
No, we never talk about nobody fault. We are talking about the facts. It no matter who for fault, you know. We are talking about the facts. So maybe explain the difference between two of them, no. See, so where we think the comparison is more credible now, when the two of them in the same league, right? And the two of them are the two of them in the same league. I think now that call for a more balanced comparison. You can compare them now. You can look at the team with Clap half and the team with Pep half, and you compare the fact. And that is how I've compared them over the last 5 years. And I think from a purely coaching perspective, Clap has out-coached him over the past 5 years.
Over the last 5 years, I say Pep out of the last 5 Premier League.
What you say? On the Premier League alone, they play.
No, on the Premier League alone.
And Clap lost 2 of those by 1 point. So
yeah, but at this, no, man,
it matter, my boss, man. Don't do that, man. It matters say you lose the Premier League by 1 point, 99 points and all them something.
Yeah, but
and then you reach a 3 Champions League final where Pep reach 1. You win a Champions League where Pep try win from what Pickle Philip and can't win. Champions League a bigger thing for win than the league. Then you have to consider everything. Everything we consider, you know.
Yeah, I think.
And then we look at the quality of the one squad vis-a-vis the quality of the other squad. Then all of them something we consider, brother.
One next thing you know who against Pep. One.
No matter.
No, listen. First job at the Barcelona.
Yeah.
I give him that Pep now go really coach certain teams. Like
right.
First about
yeah, it's a given.
Yeah.
No, look here, hold on, Old Trafford. You see, when I point out that Pep only coach Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Man City, ever hear me talk about Pep because coach Bright yet? No. But why is it that when people point out the fact that Pep has only coached big rich teams? People say people coach Brighton and West Ham. Nobody's saying that, my boss. What it contextualizes his success.
Yeah, but every different. Pep Journey just that him started at a big club and he do well. So
fine.
Yeah. Fine. Some manager have to come up the ladder.
Fine. But when we're analyzing Pep's career, and we realize that every single league season that Pep play, he is a favorite to win the league. We must mention that. That no matter the analysis.
No, it's everything, all things.
No symptom. Yeah.
If you coach Barcelona, you get Man City. Pep Journey is just that journey there.
Boss.
Every manager I go get that journey.
Boss, we know that, and no one is asking that every manager take the same journey. But whenever I come here and point that Pep only coach the big teams, and every season Pep play a league, he is a favorite for win the title. And that the fuck up, I'm mad doing up, boss.
No, you know.
Every single season that Pep coach a league.
Yeah. My thing is, you know, Pep as the go. Pep is best manager in our world. I see that right.
Boss.
I think Pep is a better manager than you think. I respect Clap, but I just think.
Clap me in that conversation right now.
No, man.
I must struggle right now. Alright, you see when I made my statement? Manu, it's about a year ago we made a statement here, you know. I think last year when before we start compete for the quadruple, it was the previous 3 years me that use. We use the previous when we got the 3 Champions League final and win the league and compete with Pep in the league. Is that time he made a pronouncement there?
Yeah. Clap is a brilliant coach. We can't go.
Yeah, man. He had a purple patch. Clap had a purple patch, my boss, over the past 4 years, brother. Coming up to the end of last season. He must struggle now, obviously.
Yeah, I see him thing. You know, I see him thing reaching my dark man.
Fine. But I never argue that Clap is the greatest coach of all time. You know? I never put that in the conversation. You know?
I mean, I think a Pep neither.
Well.
Maybe Pep have all it more work. And maybe get there one day, you know, but mono class Pep as a goat right now.
But you want me with the class Pep as a goat? Because the same fact when we just tell you a while ago. Pep have the armchair ride them. Become like in a horse racing. When a man tell us a jockey get pure armchair ride. Oh, you gonna rate a jockey there?
But I am.
When every mount are the favorite. Oh, you gonna rate a jockey ship there?
Job at Barcelona, there is not much step down to get at that type point, you know.
Huh? What you say?
There's not much stepping down from your first job in Barcelona.
Fine.
So the man they meet.
You break up though. Him gone. It's all like him line disconnect. Alright. Sorry, Old Trafford, but your line. Old Trafford called these days and him not about to talk about Manu again, you know. 920-2053, 920-6441. 200 from Waltham. Waltham, man, check you.
Check in moral morning time, you know where going.
Why say but say them get the code, my boss.
Yeah. You know I think going overall. Gonna win, so we have to always check in.
Yeah, man. You're gonna
I realize that you know to play no goals, but I understand how you think. I'm telling you, know, when I
have Jerome for some goal this man, and Jerome said too much goal, my boss. Say gonna score too much goal. I find. Man, say we go play all of the goal, brother.
You not be nothing.
No, we not be nothing, my boss.
I saw so then you walk with you.
Right now, the thing I get to a crisis. The thing I get to a level now where them have to start consider Jurgen Klopp. Future Liverpool.
Man, them are even Liverpool rough study.
It don't look like it can solve that problem.
We kind of do a little thing for you still, because them this last week, you know, so I make sure I fix it up this week. I make them know. You know, I'm put big side. I want to look at Nottingham Forest, man.
Yeah, but I say you deal with small team.
Yeah, man. Overall, you know, so man, them a show one little stats that anybody go on to win the first 12 games. Win the league. Except Newcastle.
Whoa.
I not even did know that, and when I see man them bring up that stats, my heart goes so voodoo. I say come like a glory time.
But Newcastle win the first 12 games. Them not with them plus 12.
Them say one time it top man 95. You can look back on the stats. Yeah, 1995 they win them first 12 game and end up lose the league. No other team not do it.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, so when me hear all them stuff they know, my heart go up because me had a new Gabriel just something and it's too rich.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. Call up the street, that's it.
The jersey. The jersey.
Yeah,
well, I watch the side yesterday, man. Thomas, the man, them just make Thomas party run the big line park.
Boy, me I tell you, when Saka injured my whole made, I say, what Arteta go do you know? Reese Nelson,
man, come on, come start the game, brother.
Brother, the man post play.
I say, you know your team are rolling, you know. When you start them go down and a man come on and bam, 2 goals, 1 assist. Yeah? The side a roll, man. The Walter man to get disconnected. Are the phone gone down? Are they? Is what going there will be? Okay. Walter man, big up yourself. Gunners. Gunners are represent here, sir. Uptago.
Yeah, overall.
And the right name I call you, my boss?
Yeah, man, the right name I call October. Me's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, man.
First time caller.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
Representing Arnick Yard, but me live a down bowling here now.
Yeah.
Then,
yeah.
Watch what I go on. You see Chelsea side, I tell me call for talk about.
Yeah.
You see that man named Potter, I pot him get pot over the weekend, you know.
I won't side beat him up, you know.
Yeah, him come and do the same thing where Tuchel that do.
Yeah.
Him not come change nothing and play the ball and them out of position and them thing there.
Wow.
And you see that now that I go get him fired, just hope the new owner is ruthless like the Russian too. And nobody look on the 5-year contract. Because my side I go struggle to make the Champions League that year.
And what really happened in that game then though? We never watch a game. And what really happened in that game?
Boy, the man has Sterling a wing back and Pulisic a wing back. The man they don't want to play them position there. That's why Tuchel gets fired, you know. Then
a recipe for disaster, that brother.
And the man have him look a ball and him Cucurella. Him can't defend him life. Him come like Trent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that man then already. That man then already no time at all. So we have to know what to do. I see the argument we have about Pep overall.
Yeah.
Real argument that.
Them not objective.
The bootlicker them now got the Pep and the Messi argument. A long time me a listen to argument. The first time me a call, you know.
Yeah.
My brother always call you show. He bring money.
Yeah.
He bring the theater nightmare. Him name Pelpa.
Oh, Pelpa, your brother.
Pelpa, my brother by blood. Same mother, same father.
Yeah.
He bring the theater nightmare. Them not ready.
A 15 that man.
Yeah.
No, man, but the thing we are saying about Pepper real thing, man. But the man never like hear the facts. When they say
the same for the Messi fan, them man.
Yeah, when they tell the man them say Messi should do better at the World Cup, the man them start finding every excuse. Every excuse.
Ball for Messi.
Yeah. Why the man? I never see about this set of people left disingenuous like Messi fans and my boss.
I really think
you never see it. I mean, tell them all the while, say they never rate the baller like me. That's why them apologize for him. So I could never apologize for Lionel Messi not winning a World Cup. Never.
Yeah.
Never, because if you win it, can better than everybody else.
Yeah, man.
You get
the greatest I'm generation, and when him come a World Cup, him a flop.
Him push and a flop and a talk about some other man to score a goal. Joke, boss. Joke.
40 goal every season.
Who don't rate that ball? Who don't rate that ball up, boss? So don't come to make excuse to the ball every day. But all about Iguain for score goal and Ray for score goal. Eh?
I really talk, man. But here I say again.
Yeah.
You see the JPL.
Yeah.
You see the red and black team. Them are dangerous that area.
Every year, man.
Them are dangerous. And them are the best coach in the island to me. You know.
T-Gat Davis.
I mean, they are jungle and see when T-Gat comes. The rocking ship him come check the rocking ship, man.
Yeah.
Bring 2 fish line and return.
You know, so the champion coach and the assistant to Tiga.
Me know that, man. I see the work with him and do along with Tiga. Because we did the Angola pre-season go watch them and think, you know.
Yeah, man.
You see how him bring 2 fish line, arrest them and the Tigan they still up there now. I saw him have a next set of youth I bring through. I go come create havoc.
Yeah, man.
You see him just touch Cephas for 1 season.
And Cephas fly away. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Them they are coach.
But later with Portmore later. Them Portmore later, yeah.
Yeah, man. The coach will win 4 titles with me, you know. Him can't coach like he got Davis to me, you know.
You see what?
Every day we tell the junglists them that. Enough of them know the truth and true a title them when they win. Jerome could have them youth in a place.
Boss, you can't win 4 titles and float though, you know.
Alright, watch this now. I'm going to break down this to you because I'm an original junglist. I was training every day before I come live at Portmore.
Yeah.
You see Jerry first back-to-back cycle?
Yeah.
And the legend come help him win that. George Thompson. When George Thompson left the bench, and Jerry got the third final against Portmore and turned idiot and lose.
Yeah.
You see the last 2 cycles when we win with you again? He got set the foundation on that side and left. And Bigger Thompson there as a leader.
Yeah.
Jerry don't take nothing from him as a champion because he ain't there on the title, but he's a man who can get the side fit. If he can get a good spot of talent and then get them fit, him and have a leader out there, him will win title.
Well, you see, Jerry for the star front page this man the same. I warned them about Woolmans this year too, you know. So Jerry I do him thing, Baba.
He not win nothing with Woolmans, man. There's another big thing. And from 95, he not win a schoolboy title, you know.
Yeah, a big Charlie side there.
Big Charlie with Pele Wilson and Ching through them and Kwame them.
Big up yourself, junglist. Don't worry yourself, my boss.
Big up yourself.
Welcome to the show here, sir.
Look who more me I call the next station, you know, because he madness them talking.
Round on my grade side,
round on my grade. See that don't know nothing about football. Don't you say the great Walter boy, the Hafiz baller. You never watch Walter yet?
No, my boss, I Google him watch. No, man, I YouTube him watch some old clip.
Him no much crowd, Walter.
Never see Black Apple.
90s. Him never see the legend.
A busy Campbell, why name him? Belzier, him see Black Apple play.
Yeah, I come and talk about Leon Bailey, them can complain to Walter boy.
Alex Marshall and all them.
Look and them complain to Walter boy.
Big up yourself, junglist.
Big up yourself to work.
Alright, boss. We go for a quick break on the Sports Explosion. The Pelpa family that, you know. Feel name tougher than Pelpa name, though. We go for a quick break, Obi. Quick break on the Sports Explosion. Hey, welcome back to the Sports Explosion. We're live on Hits 92 FM. So Woolmans overturned. Is who they beat Woolmans in the first leg? At the second round of Mammee Cup. Woolmans overturned that defeat, and they're not through to the last 8. Coached by Jerome Waite. Interesting. Craig Butler was all over the Sunday Gleaner sports page with this Project Mona, Project Craig Butler. Interesting. I saw some videos with Craig giving his team a halftime talk. Boy, it's not a conventional halftime talk. Man, I rough up the youth themselves. Boy, I don't know. Craig is Craig, the enigma. Shakes, morning, Dr. Shakes.
Hey, morning.
Morning, my boss.
Hey, why
Pelpa brother?
Why Pelpa brother beat Zidane so? listen, when Arsenal they were winning their title in 2004 and Zidane was about 11 or 12, you know. so you can't beat him too bad.
No. But we see that.
A toddler.
Toddler, man. But he don't talk like him see these things. He don't see these things.
Yeah, I know. So the whole Walter Boy thing.
Yeah, man. It's a Black Apple play charity football, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, busy Campbell thing. Don't have busy Campbell. Where name again? Belzier, the memorial. Him say Black Apple play. Man.
Exactly, right? Because if you go back before 2004, you know.
Yeah.
So when you were talking about Walter Boyd. So if him can't even remember when Arsenal won that title, why you expect him just never see the man?
When we never talk about Alex Marshall, like Alex Marshall, a world baller in a schoolboy football. I say, but the man are limited, my boss. Alex Marshall did alright, you know. But you know, say, the time when Alex Marshall was going on with that thing in a Mammee Cup, you know, say, me always tell him, say, me the prefer Scarrow as a baller.
You always come and...
Yeah, me prefer Stewart as a baller. When I'm all because Marshall shift and we do some little fancy and skip over and probably can sell that too, man. But me did always prefer Scarrow as a baller. I mean, none of them don't really make the grade still. But me did think Scarrow have much more potential than Alex Marshall. So it's just, again, it's this thing with Jamaicans how they just love a certain type of baller.
Quick thing.
Yeah.
The Arsenal fans, right? I want to say the Arsenal fans. I'm not talking the ones that have been long suffering and who have always supported their team.
Yeah.
Like, you know that they're in a crisis, a wicked dilemma right now.
You can't be the hopes city.
Because they can't. They are literally in shock right now.
That they are leading.
Every single week they keep on winning.
Yeah.
I think it would be safe to say that nobody sees Arsenal based on the fact that they have been beating all the small teams, then beat a couple of the big teams, right? So-called big teams.
Yeah.
They have done that. So really and truly, you can safely say that, especially with the window that's going to come in terms of the World Cup, and you know, people might get some nice rest.
And are you talking about forget reinforcements in the window as well?
Exactly. We can safely say Arsenal going to come top 3, right?
Yeah.
I don't see them falling out of the top 3.
No, it's going to be hard. You're going to be a major.
They would have to go on a wicked slump.
Yeah.
Or they have to get significant major injuries to multiple players, right, for that to happen. Yeah. I think what my name Danny Dread was pointing out in terms of with Messi, you misunderstood what he was saying. Is that based on last year, Messi wasn't really going on with nothing, but right now, based on form,
last year Messi with the Copa, and the last year.
Yeah, it is last year, but remember that he had hold on. Remember that he had a horrible season at PSG.
Right.
So he was talking about it. No, not lukewarm. It was a horrible season for Messi by his standards.
But he had a brilliant international season, probably his best.
Okay, he won. His team won the title, and he was
brilliant.
Yeah, but remember that club football is what most people grade Messi for.
Boss, it's long time Messi ease up him gas off of the club football. Right?
Yeah, you are.
Messi have not more for proving a club football.
Yeah, but you see, Messi in hot form right now. So I think that is what Danny Dread was saying. You pointed out in terms of Jurgen Klopp. Over the past 3 years, you were grading. But remember, last year you lose a Champions League final.
Last year.
Yeah, in the last season you lose one to Real Madrid. Yes,
right, so I said the 5 year span up to the end of
last season.
No,
you said 3 years.
No, man. The 5 year span up to the end of last season.
That's not what you said. You said 3 years.
No, man. This morning we mentioned 3, man. But 5 years, me always have 7, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what you said this morning. That's why I just corrected. Yes.
Well, 5 years, man. 5 years, man.
All right. Newcastle. People need to pray that Newcastle don't finish in the top 4.
Why? Can Pelpa go around
there? No. but hold on. But if you are the richest club in the world,
and you finish that Champions League position,
you not think if they come in the top 4, that's a major pull.
Yeah, man.
For players to come.
They can buy anybody they want.
And they can buy anybody that they want.
Yes, sir.
Right? Because FFP not really, no.
Yeah.
FFP is a joke. Lastly, my team, Manchester United, right?
You're making steady progress, man.
But of course, to the point where, and this is how I know that even the coaches used to take Manchester United and Ole and the other coaches to joke, right? The fact that your Pep Guardiola can come out and say, oh, he can literally see the difference with Manchester United. Because nobody never really talk about my team. No coach never used to talk about my team. The coaches used to come and just say, oh, they know how Manchester United going to play already.
Yeah.
But this coach now, Eric, comes in. You can see, even with the thing that he did with Ronaldo, right? Ole wanted that, you know.
Yeah.
But guess what? Ole and Cristiano used to be on the same team back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So far back.
That's how far back Christie goes, yes, because Ole retired in the 2007/2008 season.
Wow.
Right? So he literally spans playing with Ole going away, retiring, going to coach back in his homeland, and then coming to England with Cardiff, and then coming to Manchester United. So that's a very long time.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
even the thing with Maguire.
Yeah.
Not many coaches drop their club captain to the bench, you know.
Oh, you have to give him. You have to give Tenor credit.
So you have to give the man credit, right? And I can see the nice progress, right? And you see the same way You could see progress.
And you're going to lose games along the way, so...
No, man. Oral, listen. That's going to happen, and that is fine.
Yeah.
But guess what?
If you look at the general trajectory
the club
of the project,
was a stinker for a long time.
Yes, sir.
Right? And nothing was changing. All we used to get were just feel-good moments, and that's it. However, week by week, we can get up and say, oh, but we see significant changes that are taking place. And this coach, if he gets another 2 years, is problem.
By next year, you're content for the title again.
Yeah, me no want to say that. I mean, no want you go more.
You know me, I say it, man. By next year.
Me no want you go.
I assume Sebreg carried some more of his pieces.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because give him 2-3 more transfer windows,
yes, sir.
And he would have everybody that he would need in his team.
Right.
And I mean,
how he want them play.
The only way that don't happen is if the owners decide that, guess what? Well, you know what? We just want to be strictly commercial and not really do nothing on the field of play. Alright?
Yeah, man.
But let's see what happens.
Alright, Shakes.
Let's up.
Big up. That's Shakes checking in. Notice him not saying not much about Haaland these days. Eh? Cold them dry up. Haaland injured. Whoever. Bugman. Gunners from West. What go on, Bugman? Why the man can't believe say your side real? Eh? Your side real?
Why man I tell you, boy, tell me I look for you, I can't see you, man. How you the fun, man?
Hide, brother.
Alright.
We don't want to see me. Pressure. Pressure, me don't have no teeth.
God have mercy.
The man that on Facebook want to become a side on bug side now. We don't feel praise when me coach now. Because my coach on bug coach, I'm a side on bug side now. We don't feel look back on the last 5 years and say, you know, say it was a great ride up to this point. We have to go rebuild and come again. Probably we have to go and fire the coach, you know. You can never tell. Because if he can't fix this problem, you know, it will spiral out of control, you know.
Why? You feel it's that easy fix?
No, sir. A whole team I get whole pan him now, you know, brother. You know, somebody said something to me yesterday. I want be glad you remind me, you know, Bugman. I want to big up Pachi Grant up in New York. Pachi has a lifelong Liverpool man. He called me yesterday and he said something to me. He said, Maverick, that Darwin Nunes what we buy for 80 million something.
Yeah, things are wrong, but
even supposed to come replace Mammee in the team, you know. I'm supposed to give the team a spark. And you say the fact that him come and it's basically a flop. Because he was basically a flop, you know.
No, it's a joke. A joke business.
Me feel it mash up the team. It mash up the men's of the team. And me at the party, you know, say me never consider that. People are talking about the transfer of money mash up the team. But it's not just a transfer of money, you know. The man that was seen as an improvement, as a replacement for money, is proving to be a flop.
Yeah, man.
And it mash up the men's of the dressing room. That's another factor we can look at.
But you know, now people are holding a struggle, you know. They respond for one of the corner there, you know.
You know boss you call for boss, man.
Of course, go and focus on it and go and trust the process, you know.
Boss you call for boss, man. That's how you
yeah, man.
Gunners are going, man. Big up Choppy IQ anyway, Choppy IQ there, you know.
Why Choppy there?
Choppy there about, man, but you don't know.
Shakes off already.
Shakes just call up before you a while ago, man.
Alright, what shakes off already?
He shake off, man. If you talk like about Manu, but you know.
Boy, it's a coach in boy one match ban for him a fancy foot with the ball. What is that your business that
But man, I want you big up Berries, you know. Berries, every day place here.
In there, man, what?
Big up Berries.
Yeah, man, you give big up himself, man. Face long like a
big up yourself, Bugman. Up and running.
Up and running, no bad.
Alright, blessed. Bugman are checking in from the west. You don't know. Sports explosion spread far and wide enough. Kevin, morning. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning.
Good morning, my boss. What's up?
What's up? We're there. Yeah, man. So we can't get my time. We can't get the time now if we do our little thing, you know. Because you always let me through late so you get to run.
No, but you get your time.
You get my time.
Yeah, where you come to know? Beat LeBron for the season.
Hey? No, I'm winning one game.
I don't even win it. I Westbrook with it.
But look at 18 points. Look at 18 points.
Look for the stats. Cause it made some good plays, man. Throughout the game. I watch the game and I say, yo, look like Westbrook. I hear the criticism, brother.
Okay, must you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But me catch a show this morning when you say before we're going to basketball. Me catch a show when you try explain to a man say, boy, you hear me? The Hollywood show, they not really promote this thing about violence, because 99.9% of the time they might show you say the bad guy end up in prison, I'm dead or something. So they might show you say good over evil.
Right, we just showing you a subliminal message that look, it is wrong to do this. That is different from promoting. That's different from
promoting the thing.
Yes, sir.
But me here you said something yesterday, or Tracey, that really separate from you. Because I rate you big enough. I'm listening to the show.
Let me see if I'm listening.
You said Friday about the 0% impact. Oh God, that was very
serious.
Ingenuous, very ingenuous. You kind of build back yourself, you know.
Yeah.
When you say classism have a whole heap to do with how the youth them turn out now. Because if a man get a little work and he might try work, a little supervisor, give him a hard time, and if you forget $1 for your pay, a man no want to give that because him feel like say you go little better than him, you go buy a little car, and you know you go better yourself and a next man, and that gone in the whole black people and bad mind thing. But as I said, that the 0%.
The 0%. But the 0% was.
You know why it's not 0%? Or I'll chase him. I'm gonna knock your content a little bit. You is a man who grow up. You have your father as an idol. You have a good mother. You have a big brother them to look up to.
My father did marry. My father and my mother were married couple.
I think.
My home was stable, my boss.
Well, one of the biggest gang in a Jamaica named Fatherless Gang. Come on, Oral. And everybody have the tools. Like Pelpa, where prepare you for life.
So who's to be blamed? That the artist.
Music too, because the music.
But hold on, an artist to blame or the father they will take with themselves to blame.
Yeah, but the music turn them Big Brother entertainment turn them thing that because only per man where even you will say you're a newscaster, you're a sports and journalist, right? Only per man look up to you. How you say and that them say because when you come for the radio you say, oh, pick him up because him the brightest style and this and that, a man feel good about himself. So
like how we say more Salem brighter than them this morning.
brother, I only per man look up to you too. So entertainment have influence.
Yeah.
Me as a big man, I can admit to you. We know a whole heap of things. But you know when you teach me, say, you play a victim, you make your money. Not a man throw banana upon the field. I think that, you know, say, as a big man, when you was in our 40s, I say, blood clean. You know, there's a big.
Take time, Kevin, man. You can't say them something upon the radio.
I apologize. I say, Jano, you know, say, I apologize. I say, Jano, you know, say, a real talk. Why you ever watch a man where a man have to say I do? Make your money and thing there. So, as I say, entertainment have either bad or thing. It can't be zero. So, more to apologize to your call.
No, but you never understand the zero. You never understand the 0% point of it I make. So I don't think the 0% I refer to is the amount of youths where them say music make them turn from good to violent.
Yeah, but it's not zero. It's not
I
zero.
think it's zero.
No, man.
No youth is music. No youth alone. No youth is music make him turn from good youth to come in.
Of course, man. Because if him not have that,
other things, my boss. Other things, not music.
Brother, when you go you and you take them tell you say your personality is nature and nurture. You understand? In a psychology, when you go to university, them say nature and nurture. And so you build up your character. You understand? You're born with certain traits like Usain Bolt, but then again, the rest of things them will build up your character. And the people them around you, and the environment around you, and what you do, that make up a component of every person. You see me? You believe in that?
I get you. It's reasonable.
Right. So it does have some, it can't be zero, or I'll try to say.
No, man. Music is not the major factor make a youth.
Me never
turn from good youth. No, me say a zero, my boss. Me say a zero, you know. Me say a zero, you know.
There's no zero, man.
Me say a zero.
It impact, man. It impact.
No youth on the pan straight and narrow, my boss. And music make him turn to violent crime.
No, but
that's the zero me talk about.
The youth when they rock it, can look towards music as for them big.
No, my boss. You know why? You know why? Because you see the tools of engagement we need to go down a life of crime there. No song on the radio can't give that, my boss. No song on the radio or on YouTube cannot give him that tool of engagement. If I can go around the corner and go get that from somewhere else and somebody else, brother. You get to me, I said to you, you don't overestimate the power of music, my boss. You don't stop it.
It's not zero.
It is the other thing.
Disingenuous to say zero.
Right.
You're very disingenuous to say zero, brother.
All right.
You understand?
We agree to disagree.
We agree.
But you don't get about 10%.
No, you asked me, I'm going to tell you 30. 30.
You did say 30.
We never have a lunch that time. But
you
did say ask me, I'm going to say about 30, 25, 30.
Yes.
You're about. But it can't zero, man. You're wicked for say that. You can't say zero, man.
All right.
Very, very disingenuous.
All right, Kevin, big up yourself.
All right, big up yourself.
See the numbers now. LeBron James had 26 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. You know LeBron numbers them there. Davis AD had 23 points, 15 rebounds and 2 assists. Next baller named Walker had 18 points, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. But Russell Westbrook, he had 18 points, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. So I thought, if you look at these numbers, Russell is the man we have an unusually efficient night last night. That's why they win. They beat them by 11 points. Second game they played them for the season. So the Lakers are now 1-5, same as the New Jersey Nets. Pelpa, so it's a family affair this morning.
Morning, Oral. Morning to the Explosion family. Pretty out and big up yourself. Oral.
Pelpa, your brother Brighton, your brother. Your brother Brighton. We start a family feud.
Oral.
A Chelsea support, that's the first bigger move in me. Yeah, where you say?
Yeah, him calling for the program.
Yeah, man, they call at him, say Pelpa, brother, man.
All right,
you called earlier, man. Yeah.
We don't have Frank Field.
Yeah.
I'm place district name Lampard. The thing I beat out down here, you see me?
You serious, loud?
Yeah, man, the thing loud down here, man.
Field.
But you know me, I said
we are doing the place, we are going down the place. We are doing the place.
No, man. Okay. Well, short boss, I tell you, my program.
Traveling, that's your word, man.
All right. Well, you hear me, I say, I know.
Yeah.
Stop ball, brother, man. You see me? Enough side by pieces.
Yeah.
And it not work out more time. Because I know Harry Maguire not work out for we. You see me, G?
Yeah, man.
Watch you now. Remember, in the summer, when you get newness, you know, you jump up and I say, yo, yeah.
No,
on my side, cooler, man. On my side, him for come. And right now, man, you want them ball and man, you idiot side.
Man, you now play Champions League, I true.
Yeah, I have some next man all attack. I say, oh, and $100 million add-on make it reach $100 million like we never know all them things there. You just take your beat in the car. Me there look and can't see Liverpool, you know. Yeah, man, me look and can't see them, you know what go on.
I was in a 9th place with them, man.
Yeah.
No way you did the last year. I don't know something there.
I say you're going to know.
Yeah, but
me y'all are living at the past now. I talk about the past.
Past 5 years. They're the same thing reached now,
and in the last season when me I tell you, say me they win Europa League and you tell me say you a joke thing them now one wally for thinking about.
And that never go play?
You never play the league there, but me I say in the last year when me I tell you when me the win back in the past.
Yeah.
You tell me say a joke thing that and right now me you are living at the past, but
yeah.
Let's go on do the thing. Me I look and care stone still. I just some want to stay. I don't get sound for that.
Yeah, man. The man said Nunes is supposed to come and give the team a spark. My Virgin Party has theorized that, you know.
Yeah,
he's supposed to come and give the team a spark from Manigan, but him come and him flop and him get a red card and like him to recover from it mentally and
yeah, cause enough ball I see the English league and Swiss there.
Yeah.
As some look
Roses.
Yeah. Toughest thing in a G.
Bed of Roses, yeah.
Me now hold too long cause me telling I straight to them. I tell the thing I beat out down here, that's why I'm calling.
Lord, big up the people there. When you say here and here,
Lampard
in
a
Frankfield, Clarendon down there.
Yeah, man, right pan hilltop, man. The thing loud me G, man.
Up and running, man.
Jennifer and Kerry and Lucky and them people that beat it out up here. Loud,
big up Kerry and the entire team. Lampard, Clarendon, up.
That's the world.
Pelpa.
Manchester United for life.
Pelpa, the world traveler, like, you know. Pelpa, all over the island, you know. We're going for a quick break, Obi. Quick break on the Big Bad Sports Explosion. We'll be back in a jiffy. So, welcome back to the Sports Explosion. Maverick in the building. Owen Brown, man in town, is across the glass and he's directing me. He didn't make a request. He didn't ask. He's directing me to go now to the Explosial Segment.
Welcome to our Explosial Segment.
Yeah, man, morning time oral, morning time explosion family. Producer, OB morning, heads of government here cashing in. Boy, oral, me teach them lick out, boy. A man, you man see me earlier before the game and say, easy 3 points. I make him know, so right now, to go out with Nottingham Forest, my hopes are the same thing, but me I look for 3 points. But boy, oral, I have to find one little backyard dentist over a weekend, boy. If you go to, you understand, you know them dentists on the front page. If you set back my teeth, them boy, so I couldn't talk to you this morning, boy. May I tell you, but one thing, I not give up, you know, because I still see a light at the end of the tunnel, you know. You understand me? Liverpool I will turn around, I will qualify for top 4. You understand me? Liverpool for life, never walk alone. Oral, big up yourself. Heads of government, out, special one, Stitchy, Chucky Star, Walla Massive, Craigie T, Chappy IQ. Big up on yourself.
Mr. Tracey, morning, Cobbler here. It's family, big up producer. So Tracey, every time you come on the radio, you have mentioned the dread round, so. Who was the program, my brother? I allow the dread alone. And the man no plan go line in a recent time, and so just allow the thing, man, and deal with this because if everybody who listen to this program, I know, say, enough of the ideas that you have where you utilize now. It was idea that you probably say copy some of them from the dread. So the dread is a have a standard and you have a standard, brother. 2 hours a similar sporting program. Yeah, man, if you got to talk about some of the man say, we never have a problem, but the personal attack, know them things, them man, and just deal with the thing, brother. Take out what the man say, and not the man. Right? So just a little caution to you still, alright? Good show still. Big up the show. Cool.
Blessed morning, Sports Explosion family. Kirk from Outer Houston. Oral Tracey, big up yourself. Producer. Oral. I think Nunes are the worst mistake Liverpool ever making in the history of purchasing a player. The worst ever. The man now stop kicking all himself, man. The man definitely not good. Terrible, man. I mean, I hope we don't make the mistake and think say a clap we need for fire in a world. Because we need a team. We need about a good 8, 9, 10 player.
Make a U-turn on turnaround.
Yeah, man. We need about a good 10 players right now, by my lad. So I hope we don't make the mistake and feel say a clap out. We need about 10 players out. Big time. Boy, I mean, I think Arsenal win the league here now, man. I tell you the truth. I don't want them win either. I'm say that. Better City go and win.
1,000.
Gunners fans are here now. Like a Gunners for life, you know. Big up Sappy IQ. And Bugsman. A long time I hear from Bugsman, you know. Yeah, man. Gunners are out of the league because season. Gunners for life.
Morning oral, morning producer, morning to all I listen to them. Sport Explosion, you know, the biggest program on radio, you know. Tommy from Walter I check in, you know, aka Gunners. Gunners for life, you know, I think, you know, oral, you see it. I'm not stop beat you for the season until you fix up that thing there, you know, but you make prediction and you put Arsenal in the top 4. Me, I hear you know, you know. And me did one, you know. You wait, I sleep with this oral. If you tell the people them boy starts to, no team has ever go in the Premier League and win 12 games. Them first 12 games and lose. Only Newcastle has ever done that. You see what I say? So, me have my eye on the prize, you know. Yeah, man. I win the league overall. Yeah, man, I stop talking about this top 4. Me a tight contender. Yeah. Right, that's the thing there, you know. Gunners for life. big up yourself, Oral. You don't know a biggest show up on radio, you see it? Yeah, man, and big up all of New Holland, we have it locked.
Oral, Explosion, big up the thing. Mr. here. You know, a long time we send off a snow out pattern, it never gets played on the air. I hope I want to play this morning. I tell you, Pam Pata foul in the rating. And then thing up when you have small court, come get a big team. You don't know if you deal with the team because you see you have big players, they want to play everybody. You understand? Chelsea not have enough talent to play this free-for-all thing, brother. Chelsea needs structure. You understand? If coach couldn't play with a back four, you think you're going to play with 3 defenders alone around there? I'm mad because I'm seeing 2 weeks upon weeks that try this and I try this and I try that. I'm Sterling up in left wing back, Pulisic play left wing back. Anybody, he just put on the players them because he want to play them. And them are quote unquote big player. Pulisic get empty goal and can't finish. And every day you get up a ball but you want to come in that side and in that starting this. That's why I rate man like to tell you, you have to have structure in the team. You can't come with this free-for-all thing, it's not going to work.
Morning Maverick, morning producer. You know Maverick, JPL out of Jamaica. You think you man that improve the thing with the jersey, man, with the number. The number on the back of the jersey. I play a name for the on top of the number, no, man. And did you sell for the underneath the bottom, no, man. All I play the did you sell on the back of the jersey. It don't look good, man. If you watch the thing on the little way, they're supposed to look on a player and know.
Morning Explosion family. The other day somebody called and said, boy, them need to hear more about like the schoolboy football and the Premier League, you know. Basically the person is not asking for any score, them just want some qualitative analysis of the games, you know, players to watch out for and, you know, etc. And you dismiss the man and tell the man, say, it is not a sportscast. Yet, you find 20, 15, and even half an hour speaking about sports that are things that are unrelated to sports. Just remember that this is a primarily a sports discussion show. And yet hypocrisy is that this is not a sports broadcast. You know, but you can find time discussing unrelated things to sports. You see how hypocritical you are.
Have mercy, man, Tracey. The week just start and the first call I start about music, brother. Listen, man, I make up a mind, brother. You are host a sports program or you are host a music program. If you want a music program, just go on hall and go talk about politics, brother. Sports more here on the program, brother.
Morning Maverick. Morning Obi. Maverick, good and bad here. I think you kick out, man. Look like Klopper lose it now. Yeah. And guess what? You see, when I compare two coaches, just look at the difference. Because you know, I say Pep coach get results immediately, you know. Pep them clap them thing by starting building foundation and come up, you know. By 3-4 years, it thing work out, you know. So I told do them thing on a different level. You get me, I say, but Pep if buy the ball, the book can't give me result. No, it's a result now, coach, you know. We must say clap, I just come start foundation and just start result about 2-3 years down the line, you know. So you see me, you have to remember to understand that, is it? So the man can start to get result instant, I get result and go for some look a baby ball. I man go for ball who can fit in pieces. You get me, I say, and make it thing work. Yeah man, but you kick out again, Maverick, is it? Out.
Yeah, morning, Coco legend. Danny Jed, you not tell nobody nothing. Messi are the hottest baller every year, every season. Messi has been touted to win every World Cup since 2010. From 2010, Messi is touted to win the World Cup. And Mbappe, come destroy. Mbappe 2 goals and destroy Argentina. Messi would have sacrificed 5 of them 7 Ballon d'Or right now for the World Cup. They are come to win a little World Cup. Mbappe a big baller. What he have to is what he have for film advance, a film speed. You get to me, I say the man technical. When you talk about the baller IQ low, you think you take a eat that ball if you score the amount of goals if you play some. Mbappe has scored a hat-trick in a Champions League for the man 18-year-old on Monaco. Monaco win the French League. That's why PSG buy him. What you talk about? What kind of bigger baller Mbappe and Messi are Neymar is to Mbappe we perform in a winning France World Cup as a 19-year-old. You know, I say nothing, you sound shabby. I sound the Messi fanatics go on. Messi are the hottest thing since sliced bread. So, and not just now, Messi hot. Messi fi win 2010 World Cup, 2014 World Cup, and 2018 World Cup. Messi fi beat Chile in a 2 consecutive Copa final and dash for them the way I say.
That was our Explosial Segment.
Coco legend up on the world part, Danny Jed. Man, lick out your Danny Jed. Man, lick off all your thumb off of your head in Danny Jed. Big up yourself, Coco legend. Me not have to add nothing more to that. The bridging do we not talk about Pep. You know, it's a good point he make. The bridging that Pep come into teams that demand instant result because of the kind of resources that the teams have. It's a nice little point, you know. So when Pep come at City, he not come at City if you know 5-year plan to start with like Klopp, you know. We have limited resources, you know. Pep can't get anything he wants, so he need to start with no. It's a good point. And when you go Bayern Munich, it was the same thing. And Barcelona, obviously, probably a little bit different project. But it's a good point. It's a reasonable point. The bridge we are talking about, look here. You see the people that don't call the show. I don't want to go like to go and sit down across the fence and dictate the content of what we discuss on this show, you know. If you have a burning desire to talk about Jacks, Dandy Shandy, Upscotch, Indian and Cowboy, the lines are open for 80% of the show. So don't come here come dictate the terms of this show. Yeah. Book bang. I don't want to be arrogant or obnoxious. But personally, as a personal ideology, me don't really limit people from what they want to talk about on this show. Yeah. Not because it names Sports Explosion. I mean, we're not going to make it go overboard. But I also, this is a music and sports station. Where it's reggae, it's sports. See it? So I am not going to cut off people when we are speaking about important topical issues as it relates to the gambit of this station. Kabla, you forget our next beat, you know, Kabla. You come now and say, the Dread run a sports show and me run a sports show. We are taking the Dread for some sports pan. Kabla, go fix up your intellect, my boss. What kind of argument that? You come and say me nothing talk about the Dread and you come and hold your talk about the Dread too. Eh? The Dread raise a sports point and me take on the Dread for a sports point. You hear me? Me talk not personal about the Dread, Kabla. Stop it, my boss. No sacred cows we're going to be having around here and you're discussing sports and the public sphere. Of it feels because you keep malice with people, me not going to talk about what you say. Don't talk it on the air if you don't want me to beat you. But man, afraid of Niketa Miller more than how them afraid of Michael Lowley. Couple of one team, man. Stop the foolishness, my boss. Next call, 920-2053, 920-6441. Mammee Bay.
Flying machine.
Flying machine, man.
One.
We're there. Cat and nine. One, cat and nine.
Yes, man, use the cat and nine, but guess what now?
Yes.
Why me don't know? I Danny Dread me want really out find out. Why Danny Dread don't hold on so long, man?
Well, and Danny Dread get leeway, you know, man.
And then me I say I want to hear a disciple, so me don't really want.
No, man, it's not a disciple, man.
And that's why they're afraid of me now.
See, Coco Legend flag him a while ago, man. So he in a submission, then. Me
I tell him, man, Danny Dread hook up his phone and hardly I beg him man to live. I tell him, man,
Danny Dread not talk for the week. It's like on the week he might talk for Mammee Bay.
I tell you, man, because me have a rhythm, you know, man, for the sports explosion, you know.
Yeah.
But me not ready for bust it yet, man. I good Danny Dread assistant in playing Congo drums, you know. So
Danny Dread, never hear said that word, you know.
I that me realize.
Yeah. You said?
You know.
Yeah, man, he was a Mount Pleasant man, you know, man.
Oh, yeah, sir. Boy, me come like me have to go meet him one day,
yeah, man. Danny Dread, man. Danny Dread a legend, man.
But Danny Dread want to hug up his show.
Are you phone at Mammee Bay?
No, man,
are you phone, man? Oh, no, you.
No, me, man. Mammee Bay have a quality phone, you know. Anyway, all right.
Yes, sir.
The 2020 look like it will get open up here now, man.
Yeah, man, because
India get beaten now, you know.
Yeah. And then
so guess what now? I can't tell me hear them I say if England should beat
New Zealand, them a play
New
later.
Zealand.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Then Australia might
be in trouble.
Very hard to qualify.
Right, unless they beat I think Australia have Afghanistan left. So if they beat up Afghanistan, they can make up the net. If they come down for net.
But the problem with this beating of Afghanistan now, them have to go beat them big because the net run rate aren't them now.
Right. But I think England have to beat New Zealand though.
Have to beat New Zealand, and then I wonder if New Zealand beat England, how it going to look?
If New Zealand beat England, I think that put Australia in a pole position.
And then England might be out.
Yeah, the England might be out. Can remember say England lose to Ireland, you know?
Right,
man. So but I want to tell you, England have to win against New Zealand.
Have to, it's a must.
Yeah, them have to beat New Zealand. Not going to be easy because New Zealand not fight for. But you know, some other thing with New Zealand though. Them always come to these tournaments and at the first, right up to the final, they play very well and then them go final, go touch.
Right, yeah. Then kind of like them choke.
Yeah, them always.
But moving on.
Yeah.
Flying machine.
Yeah.
So you're a new name that, you know.
Yeah, man. A new name Cat and I, you know.
I tell you, man. Michael Rowling and Niketa, man.
Yes, man.
Argument now,
yes, man. I hear the dread with the argument. You're your favorite place. Me hear with the argument Friday. Man.
Even though me's a disciple, but me never was in agreement with that.
When the man said that regional batsmen fear Niketa Milan and them fear man, all of that is coming from Google Analytics, you know, my boss.
But you know the reason why this is being said, Arvin?
Yeah.
I mean, flying machine.
Yeah.
You see the regional batsmen, even if you got twiddle your
well, I see me got ball slow, me got out 300 people to... You know,
even if you got take the ball and twiddle your thumb, you get these guys out, you know.
And you see if Niketa Miller was the only regional slow bowler, we have them numbers, but all of them have them numbers, yeah. Them have a man named Shane Shilling for the number, about 400 people him out, you know. Odin Brown whole pa people, Persa for Permal out a whole pa people.
And when these guys step up to the international,
the ball travel like plane. The ball travel like plane, they can't get an appeal, my boss.
This is telling me no oral, and me want to go back to this argument now, you know.
Yes.
When you compare our batsmen of today, these guys are some jokers oral.
Yeah, man, the man can't back.
You remember people like Martin Neat and then guys, even though they never play for the West Indies, but these guys would lick with them little spinners out.
In the era that Michael Holding played regional cricket, Mammee Bay, the standard of batsmanship in the region was probably about 5 or 6 times higher.
Very much higher, sir.
Plus,
couldn't even get into
Michael Holding, there's another dynamic to it that they're missing in the analysis, you know. Michael Holding never had to impress at the regional level to make the West Indies team, you know. He was in the Clive Light, put him in the West Indies team for potential, you know. Mammee Bay still there.
But yeah, man, finally, you don't know such.
So he never have to bend him back when he play regional cricket.
Because him don't have him name already.
Yeah, he must save himself when his performer he's making the West Indies team was not dependent on what he did in regional cricket.
Alright, I want to answer that question oral. Because he was a 1 in a trillion man.
Yeah,
flying machine.
Yes, sir.
Now me want you tell me oral. Is Raymond Reef a better cricketer than
Hope?
Why Reefer would get a look in and Hope not a look in?
Mammee Bay at the wrong man. You're asking, okay, me is a man of Raymond Reefer as a total rubbish cricketer, you know, my boss. So if
we have Raymond Reefer stepping at number 3 in Test cricket for the West Indies.
And it's not like Raymond Reefer is 21 years old, you know, my boss. Raymond Reefer is a 30-year-old journeyman cricketer.
This is an embarrassment on the progress of our cricket.
It's an indictment, man, and the embarrassment of West Indies cricket.
What happened to the young guys, man?
Exactly.
Laura was the last great cricketer we have.
Yes.
And we're going to take out maybe a millennium for the next Laura.
No, look like we're going to find that, sir. We're probably going to find the equivalent of a Chris Cale or Andre Ross, but you know, we're going to find back a next Laura.
I tell you, man. Anyway,
big up yourself, Captain.
But me want to big up Mount Salem, man, because he's a disciple, you know.
Yeah, man, I know, man.
And me realize so you kind of rate him, because I'm talk sense more while.
Don't talk sense this morning.
Yeah, man.
So we big him up this morning.
Pick up yourself.
All right.
But Danny Dread don't hug up the phone next time.
Big up yourself. Captain, we call him, you know, a.k.a. Mammee Bay, you know. Eh? Chelsea, man. Chelsea, man.
How can I speak to that?
Chelsea, man, up on the radio, you know. What?
Yo, what?
What, my boss? Mind your outer road speech on the radio, you know.
Why we down the teeth?
I go my argument this morning, my boss. Go speech.
Two government reason.
You know, so we never watch a Chelsea game. I Stepping up on the road and a man text me and tell me that Chelsea get 4 from Brighton. You know, I say, what?
But you know, I want to tell you, say, me there a full and glass session, Saturday man, I watch the game and the LT inspector them and say, yo, no football, focus on the test. And me sit there and I tell you, say, I go on my antics, so me look too low. I say, me tap that, them I want to say, them one of them just get so silent. But they look for me full screen and they're too low, them I say, oh, that's what.
What if a Potter go get Brighton the points? Eh?
Yo, but what you know?
Them have to investigate that, you know, man.
You see if a man job yesterday too.
Who that?
Jesse March. You see if his job yesterday. Yeah.
Because you know, say me under pressure though. You been under whole for pressure, you know.
You're going to jungle later.
You know, say upper Stadium East it a play. I think a jungle, but a Stadium East.
Stadium East.
Arnett, Portmore and Harbourview, Mount Pleasant. A big double there now.
Now come a match, man. You think I jungle it a good thing in my car still.
Yeah, man, upper Stadium East. Come and confirm it this morning.
I want to show you a TikTok video with March. When man a beat clap. They said, Jesus.
See man celebrate when the goal score, man. Pressure ease off for the man. Because I run, them not going to run him away, no.
No, man, the fans them tell me the last match, I think them get stuck for life. So the winner will clap even still. I tell you, it's a big win for you.
My boss look confused, like him don't know what to do, brother.
I show, man.
They don't know what to do.
But here, never they want to show it, but here want to call now. The brother will make the second to last vice now, but the brother talk about I compare Messi and Mbappe. The only thing Mbappe over Messi is a World Cup. Mbappe can't win the next World Cup, you know. I have to remember that, you know. Tell him to remember that.
First can win the next World Cup?
Well, I wish next World Cup, man.
What do you mean?
Good spot.
You serious?
Brother. Brazil World Cup this one, man.
Me know still. France are content, man.
Man, man.
Me not have them to win still, because I feel like the team I'll get old and them now go
France team coming like Manchester United.
Yeah. The key pieces I get old in a France team now. See, I'll content out. Yeah. I'm at the engine.
With how Mbappe are going now, he not go ever reach Messi level.
Like him focused on there.
Exactly. He make the hype get to his head.
Yeah.
Nice baller.
Good looking baller. Yeah.
The hype, he make the hype get to his head.
Yeah.
That's how I go down in career, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But look him up, so I'm link you, look him up.
Alright, that's your word.
That's
your word, man. Big up yourself, Chelsea, man.
Oh, that's
alright. Chelsea, man. Football, warrior, man. The traveler and watch ball, you know, man. Hey? This thing we talk about, people. One more thing about this thing with Niketa Miller and Michael Woolley. Long time you hear the argument, they are festa. But as we said, the conclusion to be drawn from that discussion and that comparison, you know, of people that do all kind of gymnastics, you know. Because a man going to tell you, say, if him have a regional match, if he save him life, him go and pick Michael Woolley for bowl over Niketa Miller, you know. Yes, see, when you look at the statistics, it's chalk to cheese. All that this thing is teaching you all. That is why Google Analytics is so dangerous. Niketa Miller cannot bowl cricket ball no day I'm life in I'm dream, in I'm vision, nowhere at all, like Michael Woolley. Nowhere at all. He could have taken 1 million wickets at 10 apiece in a regional cricket. He cannot bowl cricket ball like Michael Woolley. What is Michael Woolley regional record? I don't care. Michael Woolley can have 80 wickets at 25 apiece. Niketa Miller cannot bowl cricket ball like Michael Woolley. But 100 years time, when a youngster take up the statistics and look at it, and look at Niketa Miller numbers in regional cricket and look at Michael Woolley's numbers in regional cricket, how are you going to convince that youngster that Niketa Miller is not a far better bowler than Michael Woolley? All it goes to show is how statistics can be misleading. And if the very same man proposed Niketa Miller as a better regional bowler than Michael Woolley, that same man, you know, I tell you, say, if him have a choice between the two of them to save him life in a regional game, when I play against Biff Richards and Brian Lara and Ray and him going to pick Michael Woolley. That is inherently contradictory. You cannot have a man as a far better regional bowler and you're going to pick the man who is a far inferior regional bowler to save your life. You know that show? That show said the man, Niketa Miller, cannot bowl cricket ball like Michael Woolley. No matter what the statistics say. That's the point. I hope that chapter is closed now, you know. Right? I hope the chapter is closed. Alright, we'll take one more, Wobby. 920-2053, 920-6441. We have time, you know. As we say, Anegans, Portmore 7:30, Harborview, Mount Pleasant at 5. Yeah. All right. So we look out for that. As we said, some schoolboy football going over the weekend. Campion College made their exit. I was watching the Campion Charlie Smith game. Charlie Smith could have scored about a dozen goals in that game. But we have to give credit to Campion College. Campion College is not a traditional football school. So we have to give credit to Eric. What Eric last name? Eric, the Dutchman Eric. Was a part of the TVJ World Cup panel. The last World Cup, I think the last World Cup. Yeah. He's the man now. He's the assistant coach at Arnett Yards. And he's the coach of Campion. He's trying to implement a program up at Campion. But what I'm going to struggle with again is that these Campion kids tend to be bright kids and they normally pass. And go 6 from them reach 16 or 17. So but they normally out of the school from them at 17. So Campion, it's very hard for Campion retain them players for play up until them are 18 and 19 like most of the other schools. So that's the challenge that Campion face every single year. I don't know if Eric can manage to keep these kids together for another year or two. Because if these same set of youth come back for another year, possibly 2 years, they could be a threat for win a Manning Cup. Despite the prowess of JC and KC in extensive scouting and recruiting. Who have that, Obi? Haggy from New York. Morning, Haggy from New York.
Yeah, respect Maverick. What you say?
Morning, my boss. What on? Check
it. Mammee Bay take over show. He left over there, so I come over the show. Yeah,
he prefer the high IQ reason, so them somebody around there. The dread somebody around there.
Yeah, but me dread. Me I wonder if he dread this when Michael Holding
no, the dread never
5 ball off of Ian Bottom and knock him over.
The dread never see me, boss. The dread I use a Google the dread I work off of. That's why I become a bad time this morning. But man afraid of Niketa Miller more than afraid of Michael Holding, my boss. Eh?
Although the dread a man is man like me.
You're schooling
do better than that.
Then the dread not say you fi defend the dread then like why your school are you charging man for school man.
No, we can't defend.
What say foolishness and foolishness? Foolishness and foolishness. All the dread is talk. Look here, I am willing to bet you. I can show you how the dread this is just another argument there. That dread never either watched no regional cricket in the 70s, my boss.
No, probably not. Because my younger man, because when me ask him about, because he show me ask him about, because me graduate 83.
Yeah.
So he see Michael Holding.
The dread says 2000 move from, the dread says now it's 2000 move from country come at town. So dread couldn't say Michael Holding, my boss. Dread say Michael Holding when he play some Corrigold cricket. You never see Michael Holding bowling a regional cricket ball. The dread is being disingenuous.
Probably not, because Michael Holding probably one of the greatest bowler ever in the 5, in the West Indies 5. You understand? Niketa Miller play for West Indies.
He played, he never played it. I think he played one test match. One test match at one time when and he never, I don't think he get an appeal. But he played a portion of ODIs, but he wasn't impressive either.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but that's just a car say. Oh, you get to pick out me.
Yeah, man, totally.
Because me attacking them fans.
You attack them. You come from 2-0 down. You come from 2-0 down. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yes, brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant. Well, me a struggle. Me a struggle. I don't know what to do.
But people see it, you'll get better, man. You still have a long time to go. After a World Cup, you'll get better.
All right. It's the first time you call the show?
No, man, I can't show all the time, man.
Okay.
Because when you up here, but when you come up here, you know, link up with you and so.
We never find them, man. We never find them, man.
No.
Next time.
No.
Next time,
yeah.
Big up yourself, man. I call the dread and beat him around them, man. Come on, what you say? Come on, all right, my boss. Come on, from the dread, the radio talk, supposed to beat the dread and if that nonsense, man. I want to big up, as me there, I big up the dread, I big up the ball head. I beat the dread and big up the ball head. Because see, they did say when the season start, say Liverpool is not an automatic spot for top 4. And look at Liverpool now. Zidane is the biggest fluke prediction that he ever made. Come on, it's a fluke, Fluke prediction that. But you get it right, so we have to big you. So we are big up and we are beat the dread. You understand? Owen Brown, you know them say the weather, them say the weather system will come by later, you know. So I already talk about match up a state of east, we have to watch the weather. Because I understand that there's a depression, I think it is, passing to the south of the island, projected to pass later this afternoon, into the evening. So we are going to watch the weather. We took a bit, yeah. Despite Danny Dread. Whenever Danny Dread will reach about 20 cars. Big up Danny Dread. Alright, that's it for today, Monday. We should be back here tomorrow morning though. We have lots of exciting stuff. Tomorrow is the 1st of November. Yeah, tomorrow will be the 1st of November. Today is the last of October. Wow, we're into the Christmas season fully, you know. And people, we can tell you, I've been having some discussions with Pioneer Beats. And we'll be having some giveaways this holiday as well. Mr. Williams said we want to do things a little bit differently. He don't want the usual thing. He want to increase the stakes in terms of the giveaways. It's a home of champions. That's it, you know. We'll be back here tomorrow morning to pick it up all over again. Until then, this has been the big bad, the unpredictable, the enigmatic maverick with the big bad sports explosion. Oh.